This is my 2015 Chrysler 300C. I know I promised you guys a good long review and detailed video about the car, but I have been super busy and haven't gotten around to doing that. So here's a look at the outside. It does have 20-inch wheels. Tinted windows all the way around, which I'm really happy with. Does have, you know, all the push button, keyless entry, push to lock. Oh, maybe I did it too soon. Yep. Put your hand behind the thing to unlock it. The car is not the cleanest car because I kind of use it quite a bit, but this is what it looks like. This car is everything I wanted in a car. It does have the adaptive cruise. It's got all the forward collision. You got your lane departure warning, forward collision, parking sensors for the front and the rear, climate control. You've got your navigation system. Turn it on a little bit. It didn't actually start the car, but here's what the center stack looks like. Obviously you can't see anything as far as mileage or gas goes, or it's off, but you got your tire pressure, you got some other vehicle info. Of course, all these things are not visible while the car's not running, but whatever. Adaptive cruise control and lane sensor off. Fuel economy, which I guess that's current. Here's my trip. Oh, it doesn't have MPG. That's interesting. I guess you can't see MPG at all when you... So this is since I bought the car. So we're at 3,900 miles, 16 hours in the car since I've bought it. Well, I don't think that's 16 hours because if the next one's 18 hours and only 600 miles, maybe it's rolled over. I don't know. How does that measure? Got the audio, got some messages, screen setup, back speedometer. I'll leave it to there. So I don't know if I can actually do this while this is, no, can't turn adaptive on while the car is off. But we got satellite radio. This wire goes to my dash cam, which you may have already seen some dash cam footage because I have uploaded some. I intend to get back to my bad drivers videos. I just don't have very many clips. I don't drive this car a whole lot. I mean, obviously 4,000 miles, but not a whole lot. So, you know. So it does have satellite radio. It also has HD radio. So when you go to your radio here, you got your HD button and it shows that it's buffering HD. You can still listen.
Free information on how you can reduce or eliminate your...
There's a little bit of static you'll hear on just a regular station, but once it's done buffering, you'll notice a huge difference. It actually sounds like it's satellite radio, but the problem where I live is I'm in the mountains and it doesn't stay HD for long. It'll lose its signal and it'll go back to regular FM. So we'll just let that. Media plays off your phone. I'm not going to hit it because it'll probably end my video. Do have heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel. You got your rear sunshade because it is a 300C. You know, just standard stuff that you would see. See, get it? You connect apps. You know, whatever. I do have the Uconnect app on my phone. Climate is off because the car's off. Phone is for, like, you know, whatever. Navigation gives you all the typical stuff navigation would give you. Still buffering, so yeah, my signal here is not great. Yeah. So I'm not going to start the car and drive it just yet because I am having some issues with the car, and I'm going to make another video regarding those. Nothing major, and it is 100% covered under warranty, so it's not something I'm going to worry about. But you know, 4,000 miles in, only one issue. I'm not, you know, I'm still pretty happy with the car. I'm still pretty happy with the purchase. So coming from my Ford Taurus, which has issues every 500 miles, I'm pretty happy with the purchase. It does have the rotary dial. I have noticed an issue, and that this is more of a driver issue, I think, than a car issue. It is ongoing until I figure out a solution. I live at the bottom of a huge mountain, and to drive down that mountain, typically you would gear your car down to go down the mountain so that it would hold back. This car only has drive and low, and it does not have any kind of paddle shifters. So when I put it in low, it goes way too low. The engine RPM goes really high, and it slows the car down way too fast, which is not what I want it to do. So I usually just drive it and drive. Now, in previous cars, I could set the cruise. The car would grade shift and hold back. This one doesn't grade shift. It uses the brakes because adaptive cruise has access to the brakes, which is a huge issue to me. So I don't know if that's not normal operation. They told me to take it to the dealer and have them check it just to make sure. This was the 800 number through Chrysler. Told me to take it to the dealer and have them check it. So I don't know if that is normal operation for the adaptive cruise or if it's supposed to at some point grade shift, but it has not been. And it has been really hard on my brakes for the past 4 months since I bought the car. So, but we're going to the dealership on Monday for unrelated reasons, so I'll have them check it then. Rotary shifter, a lot of people complain about it. Honestly, I have no problems with it. It works amazing. In the Jeep, it had that, what do they call that? The shifter that you pull it back to drive and it flings back up to neutral and it's in drive. I hate that. Least favorite shifter in the world. This one, no problems. I mean, it's working. So, as you can see, I do have my hotspot in here, have a little internet on the go. There's my dash cam, which is controlled by the switch, so the dash cam shuts off when the car's off. It does also have assist and 911 buttons on the mirror, so nice to have there. You've got your full moonroof controls, which I have that closed off at the moment. Can I open that one? Oh, yeah. I can open that while it's off. Oh, okay. All the way back, dear. So, heated and cooled seats up here. Do have heated seats in the back, which don't ever get used, but whatever. It does have the rear sunshade, which I don't know if I can actually do that while... Oh, I can. So you can see that going up in the mirror. That's just a nice little feature. Kind of blocks out all the sun, And I usually drive with it down because it bothers me. I don't know. It's nice, but I don't like, at night it's really bad, obviously. This is one of the few 300s. I guess, well, all the C's have it, but one of the few 300s that have fog lights, which come, automatic. It's not like the Chevy fog lights where you have to turn them on each time you start the car. I really like that. They stay on. I've set them to stay on, so they stay on all the time. Not all the time, but when the headlights come on, they come on. And then, they come on with the automatic lights, so that's cool. And then you've got two different light adjuster things here. One is like your interior lights and your, well, that's not going to dim because, it's not dark. But the other one is like your ambient lights and the floorboard and, wherever else on your door handles. You can adjust those. Not really nothing, not really something I could show off in the day because, it's a nighttime feature, but whatever. As you can see, this never buffered, so we'll just get off of that. So when I got the car, I did have to update the Uconnect, and I'm really happy with the update because it's added a whole lot of new features that I didn't previously have. One of the main ones that I like is right here in the satellite radio. Now, the car's always had a replay function where I can rewind, what I've already listened to. But with the new features that they've got, any station, let me turn that off, any station that I have in my bar up here automatically records. So when I switch to Hits 1, it starts at the song. At the beginning of the song, it starts. I'm not trying to get a copyright here. So every song starts at the very beginning. That's amazing because I have 2 pages of these, and at any time if I get tired of hearing a station, I can jump to another station and I don't miss any of that song. That's a great feature. We also picked up a lot of new stuff in this app store, which I haven't even explored all of it, so I honestly couldn't tell you what all I got. I got Yelp, I guess. It does have a Wi-Fi hotspot. Honestly, I am not going to pay for that. I don't feel like it's worth it. This is one of the cars, this year, actually in 2018, Chrysler is switching their vehicles over to AT&T. And I'm really hoping that they'll let me purchase an update to that. Like maybe they'll have to swap out the cellular connection in this car somehow. I know it's possible in Tesla. You can pay for the upgrade. So I'm really hoping they'll let me pay for the upgrade in this one so I can switch this car onto AT&T. But standard, it comes with 3G on Sprint. And Sprint is not the greatest. So I mean, it works, you know, anytime I need to go to an app or something, it loads. And when I send remote start requests from my phone, they work. They're a little slow, but they work. But as a hotspot, 3G Sprint, it just doesn't cut it. And it's not going to cut it. So, but, you know, whatever. So I'm not going to pay for the hotspot. But everything else, I mean, I have no complaints. Travel Link, they do have fuel. Okay, no, I didn't want weather. I wanted fuel prices. That was my fault. They do have fuel prices, which is pretty cool. You can see your, 2 days. Oh, it was last updated 2 days, 1 mile away. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, I really am enjoying the car. I'll get a more detailed review later of the car. Hopefully. It's been 4 months since I bought the car, and this is the first video I'm really putting up about it, so I do apologize. Do a few things, in here. You've got your connectors for your radio here, USB and all that. I actually am not using any of those, so, whatever. It does have a power plug down the bottom. I'm using that. That's charging my hotspot and then a plug for my phone. But then I didn't realize I had another one back there. So there are 2 more USB plugs back here on the bottom, and then you've got your heated seat controls and your sunshade control. So this car obviously was used. It came with 21,000 miles. It's got like 25 now, so yeah, something like that. 21,000 miles, and rentals would usually run their cars to 40,000 miles and then sell them, because that's the point where I guess the warranty's expired, and so whatever. This one had really low mileage for its age, because the car comes with a 3-year 60,000 mile warranty, and we're at 21,000, but we are at the 3 years. So my manufacturer's warranty expires in about 6 months, I think. And but I did get the extended warranty, so we do have that to back us up if anything goes wrong, which hopefully nothing goes wrong. But it's a fairly big car. It's nice, and I'm enjoying it. I'm going to be making a whole owner's log video of this car. I'm going to cover all the issues that I run into, if I run into any issues, and just kind of whatever comes up. I didn't do that with my white one, and I really should have. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest. I just came out here one day and it was peeled up, and I'm like, really? Really should have made it a owner's log video of that one, because I've run into a ton of issues. But you can see the bubble here for the adaptive cruise. I really like that. So yeah, but stay tuned, because the video coming up of what issues I'm having with this car at this point will be up very soon. Thanks for watching.